This is a fun kit from Dave Corinth, and it's designed to make a screw turner out of an old knob. And of course, Dave Corinth is the one who makes the Stanley 1/2 planes. The kit comes with a little wooden block, the blade, and the ferrule, and you have to supply the knob. I have one of these from an old junker that was trashed, but the knob was still okay. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on here and make sure that I'm drilling a hole that is exactly the same size as the dowel going into it. And he actually has a video. If you don't want to buy his kit, you can make it, and he shows how to make these pieces, and they're relatively simple. But we need to bore a hole down so that this dowel will house itself completely in there. Unfortunately, I did not have a twist bit, which would be perfect for this because I'm actually enlarging the hole. Having to use the auger, it takes a little while because you're actually shearing off a little bit of the end grain, and it doesn't have anything to pull the bit down. The snail has nothing to grab onto. But after a little bit of going, we have it down to depth so that now that dowel can sink all the way in. We need to do a little bit of work to the blade. It has some burrs on the outside and won't fit into the ferrule otherwise, but you can come in and clean those off, and then this ferrule will slide over the blade. And then the ferrule also slides over the wooden block, and it all goes in together. To make sure it all stays together, we're going to use epoxy. And I'm just going to use a simple 5-minute epoxy here. There's anything special about it other than it's what I had on hand. There's not going to be a huge amount of torque on this, so it doesn't matter as much. As long as you mix it thoroughly, and this is the part that most people mess up, is they mix it not so thoroughly. Mix it until you think it's done, and then that means you're halfway. Mix it even more. Unfortunately, my camera shot was off a little bit on this, so you can kind of get the idea of getting it inside that hole back up in there. And then we can get the dowel in. I'm just going to push it in a little ways down to the slit, because next I need to put the ferrule on before we put the blade in. And I want to put a little epoxy on the surface of this so that the ferrule has something to attach to. And then we can slide the ferrule on, making sure not to smear it all over the place. Well, like that. But thankfully, we can wipe it off and clean it off. Then you can slide in the blade, flip it over, and make sure to off-screen push it all the way down on. That way no one can see exactly what's happening, because that's best. But there you got it. Just set it aside, and she'll be ready to use. And after letting it sit for a little bit, you now have a turner. I could clean up the knob and make it look really pretty, but kind of like having the story from the old knob on there. And I really like that whole feeling of repurposing that. So yeah, screw turner. But wait, why in the world did I make that? Because the slots in the chip breaker are fairly large, and most regular screwdrivers are really sloppy in there. They tend to mess up the screw pretty quickly. You can get a screwdriver that fits it very nice and snug, like this one from Hand Tool Rescue. Here's an antique I picked up that is actually a screw turner that's the exact size to fit into there. This is one I actually made a while ago that houses around the screw to capture it a little bit better. Of course, Stanley advertised that you could use the lever cap to actually stick it in there and loosen it up. Though that's one of the reasons why these are often chipped and broken. You'll see a lot of chips out of these. I'll often grab my Hand Tool Hero from Rex Kruger because it has all the drivers needed to loosen this as well as several other things on it. But this one is interesting. This one was actually a very affordable kit from Dave Corinth. And he came with the wood, the ferrule, and the blade so that you could put them into an old plane knob. And I've got a bunch of plane knobs from old junkers, and I really like this simple design in that it has the plane knob, which is kind of a great throw to it, and the piece on there fits absolutely perfectly into there. You get a nice, clean, snug fit. Not overly torquing it, just enough, and I really like this. And not to mention, the kits were really affordable, so I picked one up and thought this would be a good one to do. But the problem is I already have way too many ways to loosen a screw. So I don't really need this other than it was a lot of fun to put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give this away to one of my viewers. If you're subscribed to my email list, I'm going to pick one random winner to win this. And just so you know, my email list is not something I spam with or anything like that. I put out a weekly email of upcoming tool events around the US, so you can actually know if there's a tool event coming near you, because most of them don't advertise at all. And I regularly have people saying, oh my, I live 5 miles away from that one. I wish I would have known about it. And you can get notifications of that if you're on my email list. And you also get a chance to win one of these. And if you'd like to get a kit for yourself, I'll leave a link to Dave Corinth down below. He does all sorts of cool things, such as the Stanley half, which is just this cute little thing. I love these. But yeah, his kits are kind of fun, and he's got a lot of other things that he does as well. Do you need a screw turner to turn a screw? No, a screwdriver, a screw turner, a specific tool, they all do the job. My goodness, you can even use the lever cap. And you'll get that screw loose and tightened back again. But having a nice tool for the job is very pleasant. And if you like one of these, then think about making one for yourself. They're not that hard and they're a lot of fun. If you have any questions, thoughts, ideas, snide remarks, throw those in the comments down below. I do love reading through those, and honestly, I get to as many of them as I can. So thank you for that. If you want to find out more about becoming a patron or joining these people over here on the side, then there are links to that down below. And I do want to say a huge thank you to all of you, because you guys are the ones who support this channel. You're the reason I can go out and buy kits like this and then give it away. So thank you for that. If you want to find out more about that, links down below. And I think that'll do it for now. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Dave Corinth makes these kits, and that means that these are Corinthian screw turners. Now, if only he had a piece of leather to put in there. I would love to have some Corinthian leather on mine.